welcome to Eagle News International Australia Oceania. I'm Shane Reyes from Sydney, bringing you stories from Australia, New Zealand and Papua New Guinea. These are the headlines. Australia commences Phase 1B of COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Queensland and New South Wales forecast onset of extreme weather conditions. Remote villages in Papua New Guinea benefited from aid to humanity organised by Church of Christ. Church of Christ members participate in 2021 Clean Up Australia Day. Aussies of all ages participate in global movement, Parkrun. And Australia's capital showcases Canberra Balloon Spectacular. We begin with the coronavirus vaccine update in Australia. The current rollout is now on its Phase 1B. To know what that implies for the country, Eagle News correspondent Alyssa Ventura has more on the story. Alyssa?
A year has passed since the first wave of COVID-19 has hit the globe. Since then, it was a race against time for various pharmaceutical organizations and medical researchers to find an effective vaccine against the disease. Australia is now undergoing the COVID vaccine rollout, Phase 1B, to provide vaccines to millions of Australians. March 22, 2021 has marked the start of the Phase 1B of the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, with an allocation of 14.8 million doses of vaccines. According to the Australian Department of Health, the priority groups that are eligible for this rollout are described as the elderly aged 70 and above, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander adults 55 and above, healthcare workers, and adults with an underlying condition or significant disability. Those who were qualified during the Phase 1A rollout who have not received the vaccine can also be administered with the vaccine during this phase. The COVID-19 vaccine is free for everyone who is here in Australia. For every phase rollout, people are asked to access the COVID vaccine eligibility checker online to check if they qualify for the vaccine during the current rollout. The Australian Department of Health has been steadily obtaining data from all vaccine providers to publish real-time information that is accessible to the public. As of March 26, 2021, there has been 281,960 Australians who have received the vaccine. Despite the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, everyone is still urged to not be complacent and adhere to all health measures implemented, such as the practice of proper hygiene and social distancing. Reporting from Townsville, Australia, this is Alyssa Ventura, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Alyssa. It's great to hear Australia's vaccine rollout efforts. In Queensland, Australia as a country is known for its extreme weather conditions. In fact, that has been unfortunately witnessed this past week. Patricia Madronia, our correspondent from Gold Coast, will share more details. Patricia?
Australia, being world-renowned as a country with beautiful sunshine weather, has now taken a turn for the worse. This week, the entire coast of Australia faced a severe weather warning. Days of torrential rain caused many rivers and dams to overflow in Sydney and southeast Queensland, resulting in thousands having to evacuate from the affected areas. Australia's Bureau of Meteorology has forecasted an increase in rainfall, damaging surf, abnormally high tides, and strong winds in New South Wales. The Bureau announced there was over 90 centimeters of rain in various places. There was widespread damage in different areas which affected a third of Australia's population. These flash floods also impacted Brisbane and the Gold Coast over the weekend. Now, as the waters start to recede, the mammoth of devastation was exposed. The citizens returned to what they once called home, but is now a pile of mud and dirt. Supermarkets are struggling to keep up as shelves have been stripped and their supplies were delayed. But once again, as a long-standing Australian culture, in every disaster, we always come together and unite as one. SES, fire brigade, and the military, and many citizens have volunteered their times to those in need. There have been dead wildlife, livestock, and houses floating through flooded areas. There were more than 15,000 evacuations as the floods affected an area as large as Alaska. The military was deployed to assist with search and rescue in what was called a 1-in-50-year event. At one point, crews worked for 3 hours overnight to safely evacuate a family after they were stranded by moving floodwater.
Reporting from Gold Coast, Australia, this is Patricia Madronio, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Patricia. Stay safe, and we hope everyone is all right. Moving on to Papua New Guinea. The Church of Christ members reached out to the residents of secluded areas and conducted an Aid to Humanity program. Let's join Echo Hortaleza Kinola, our correspondent in Port Moresby, as she takes us there. Echo?
The Iglesia ni Cristo, or the Church of Christ, conducted an Aid to Humanity outreach program in the secluded villages of 2 various provinces in Papua New Guinea. In the cool altitude and mountainous terrain of Kafana, Fimoto village, the vast land and beaches of Walu community in Wewak, the members of the Church of Christ provided assistance to the needy citizens who at times witnessed intertribal conflicts and disturbance. They were able to give kindness and compassion to the people of Goroka Eastern Highlands and in Wewak East Sipik. Ministerial workers Brother Decem Brian Companion and Edmark Velasco led the members of the fold to continuously make a difference in this time of pandemic. They delved through food parcels and care packages to help the less fortunate citizens of Papua New Guinea.
We are very grateful to our Lord God, to our Lord Jesus Christ, and to our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, because they have permitted for us to conduct this activity, that despite many obstacles, such as riots and the threat of pandemic, we have been able to conduct this Aid to Humanity, which is the first one we have conducted in this year of 2021 here in the group worship service of Goroka, Papua New Guinea, Ecclesiastical District of Australia West. We have distributed goodie bags not only to our brethren who are nationals, but also to their guests in this activity. They have received not only material things, but also and most importantly, the words of God written in the Bible that we believe in inside the Church of Christ.
Recipients expressed gratitude to the Church of Christ members and most of all, to the Church Executive Minister Brother Eduardo V. Manalo for the unceasing love and care that they are giving to the Papua New Guineans. Nothing is more soothing and heart-filling, especially in this time of global health crisis, than a caring heart that would truly impact the lives of the people living in these secluded provinces. Reporting from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, this is Echo Hortaleza Quinola, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Echo. That initiative was very heartwarming to witness. After the break, we will hear of Church of Christ members in Australia get their hands dirty as they participate in Clean Up Australia Day. Plus, let's learn more about the global movement called Parkrun, participated by Aussies of all ages. And join us as we explore the Canberra Balloon Spectacular being showcased in Australia's capital. All these stories when Eagle News International Australia Oceania returns. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Eagle News International Australia Oceania. Back in Australia, the members of the Iglesia ni Cristo, or Church of Christ, showed their care for the environment as they united and collectively participated in Clean Up Australia Day. Our Sydney correspondent Carla Cruz is here with the details. Carla?
Every year, community groups around the country participate in the annual event known as Clean Up Australia Day. Typically held on the first Sunday of March, it's an occasion the members of the Church of Christ from the local congregation of Kellyville enjoy getting involved in. Okay, so Tita Holga, why did you want to organize this for the group?
Yes, I'd like to organize this because I know that as a Church of Christ member, and also giving back to the community is our main purpose on this event, as it is only happen once a year. So this is a great opportunity for us to participate.
According to statistics provided on the Clean Up Australia Day website, there were over 683,000 volunteers in 2020. This year saw a decrease in volunteers due to the current pandemic. Nevertheless, the members of the Church of Christ and local residents gave up their Sunday morning to take part in picking up rubbish in their assigned venue using the gloves and bags provided. Okay, so Tito, why did you decide to participate in today's event?
Today's event is more of the environment, and it also coincides with my advocacy about environment. That's why I bring my family here and enjoy the brethren, and at the same time help and protect the environment.
Cool. The event is also a great bonding opportunity for the partakers. And so, Tita, why did you participate in today's event?
Well, I feel that it's a really good initiative. It's a good way to actually bond with the brethren, and it's a good way of helping the community and trying to beautify it.
The community initiative, which began 30 years ago, aims to inspire individuals and their communities to ensure we keep our surroundings beautiful and rubbish-free, because it's everyone's job to make sure we clean up after ourselves. Reporting from Sydney, Australia, I'm Carla Cruz, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Carla. There is a certain pride and joy felt when doing something good for our environment. Still in Australia, there's a global movement called Parkrun that Aussies, young and old, are getting passionate about. If you're as curious as I am to hear more, let's hear it from Eagle News correspondent Army Lynn Martin. Go ahead, Army.
Parkrun is a global movement that over 5 million people all over the globe are participating in. Aussies also take part in this weekly event and continue to welcome more people of all ages to partake and enjoy this weekly activity to enhance fitness and be part of the community. Parkrun is a global movement of over 2,000 events in over 21 participating countries. Australia is one of the many countries that takes part in this positive activity, with about 412 events across the country. Parkrun is a weekly event where people gather to walk, run or jog together in a 5-kilometre course that takes place in different parks and open spaces. Held every week, rain, hail or shine, this gives local citizens a chance to improve their health and be part of the community. Parkrun was founded by Paul Sinton Hewitt, where he started a running club that would be accessible, safe, weekly, free and inclusive. From one individual, this event now has a worldwide family of over 5 million park runners. Some experienced runners may try to beat their personal best times, while others join to bond with their family and friends. This weekly activity also allows a sense of being part of the community and gives others a chance to socialize and make new friends. You can find your nearest parkrun by going on their website, and there you'll find information that includes course maps, news, photos, blog posts, time results and contact details. All parkruns in New South Wales start at 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. You can register by logging on to parkrun.com.au, which is absolutely free and only needs to be done once. Then collect your barcode to print out and bring it with you at your next parkrun venue. Whether individuals want to challenge themselves or just be part of a big social gathering every week, Parkrun is providing a positive addition in people's lives. So try registering now at your nearest Parkrun event and see how this enhances your well-being. From Sydney, Australia, I'm Armelyn Martin. Eagle News, we live in interesting times.
Thank you, Army. That looks fun and exciting. In the nation's capital, it's the time of the year for Canberra Balloon Spectacular to be showcased once again. Here's Eagle News correspondent LeBron Fidere as he takes us to this most anticipated event in the Australian Capital Territory. LeBron?
In the heart of the nation's capital, a spectacular event occurs every year, the Canberra Balloon Spectacular, an event usually held over 9 days.
This year's Balloon Spectacular was held from the 6th to the 14th of March. This event covers spectacular views and amenities that cater to the individuals and family members alike. The event holds special hot air balloons such as the Sky Whale Papa and Mama and many other hot air balloons which make up this special occasion. This annual event occurs every second Monday of March, coinciding with Canberra Day. During this event, attendees may watch hot air balloon flights at Patrick White Lawn while enjoying their hot drinks and breakfast. The event is noted to be free. However, registrations are required to watch the balloons take off from Patrick White Lawns. Balloon flight tickets are ticketed separately.
Reporting from Canberra, LeBron Fidere, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, LeBron. What a spectacular event indeed. And that concludes today's program. Thank you for watching Eagle News International Australia Oceania. Join us again next week as we share more stories from our bureaus across Australia, New Zealand and Papua New Guinea. Visit our websites on eaglenews.net and eaglenewslive.com. Follow us on twitter.com/eaglenews and on facebook.com/eaglenews. Stay safe, stay strong and take care everyone. From Sydney, Australia, I'm Shane Reyes, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.